and we are in the home stretch here with numbers 24 through 28. Now, I did realize today when working with some students that I made a small accident here on 24. Where we have foot, it should be yard, and where we have yard, it should be feet. 1 yard equals 3 feet, not the other round. So 2 yards equals 6 feet. And what equation could you use to figure out how many feet 3 yards equals? So it asks for them to write the equation and then the answer. What I'm looking for here is for them to realize that they're multiplying by 3. So to get the first one, they did 1 yard times 3 equals 3 feet. 2 yards times 3 equals 6 feet. So 3 yards times 3 would give me how many feet? So when they're writing the equation, they can just do something like this with the 3 yards times 3 equals question mark feet, or if it's more comfortable for them, they can put a letter in there, WZ, whatever, their first initial, however they want to do that. And then I want them to solve the equation and figure out how many feet are in 3 yards and put that here on the line that says answer. Number 25, ask them, a math book weighs 3 pounds. Miss Alyssa placed the book on a scale that measures in ounces. If 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces, what would the scale read? So this is just simple conversion. They know that 1 pound equals 16 ounces, so to find 3 pounds, they should realize that 16 times 3 will tell them 3 pounds. Solve that and make sure they include their unit ounces, either through OZ or spelling the word out. 26, Miss Dallas brought her class some juice. Each student will get 8 ounces of juice. If Miss Dallas has 21 students, how many ounces of juice will she need? This is really just a 2-digit times 1-digit word problem disguised as a conversion. 21 students. 8 ounces each. How many ounces of juice does Miss Dallas need? A lot of this test, even when they're doing the conversions, is really, really focused on 2-digit times 1-digit multiplication. Next one, Emily is 5 feet tall. That's equal to 60 inches. Oh, and my lights went off. That's equal to 60 inches. How many inches are in 15 feet? They can do this one of 2 ways. They can either realize that 15 is 3 times 5, so you would do 60, or 15 is 5 times 3, so they could do 60 times 3 and figure it out that way. The other way they could do it is if they know a foot is 12 inches, they can do 15 times 12. I would prefer if they did the 60 times 3 because we have not gone over 2-digit times 2-digit addition, or multiplication. I'm so sorry. So if they realize that 5 times 3 is 15, so 60 times 3 would tell me how many inches were in 15 feet, then they can solve that fairly easy. If not, and they need to solve here, have them do it in the expanded form. So I want them to do 5 times 2, and then 10 times 2. And then same thing here, they're going to do 5 times 10, and then 10 times 10. They solve all these smaller, easier problems. 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 2 is 20, 5 times 10 is 50, and 10 times 10 is 100. And they add those together, and they would get 180. And they need to include their unit of measure, 180 inches. So if they realize it this way with 12 inches in a foot, and they want to figure out 15 times 12, they can either do that, or they can do repeated addition if they want to add 15 together 12 times, but I don't think anybody would prefer that method. And then the last one, if Hank ran 4,000 meters at football practice and Nick ran 3,000 meters, how many kilometers did they run in all? 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So here what they're going to need to do is realize that 4,000 meters equals 4 kilometers and 3,000 meters equals 3 kilometers, and then put those together because of this keyword here, in all. And so that is 24 through 28. The bonus questions, like I said, every 2 questions they get right on the bonus, they can earn an extra point added to their final Unit 3 test grade. So that's a possibility of up to 3 points added to their final unit test grade. I've gone through these types of problems in numbers 1 through 28, so if they need help, I would suggest going back and looking at the video. For example, number 1, they could go back and look at the video for numbers 4 through 6. For number 2, convert 7 feet to inches, they can go back and look at numbers 24 through 28. Number 3 says list 4 factors of 120. They could go back and look at numbers 10 through 12. Number 4 is another word problem. I would suggest taking a look at numbers 7 through 9. For number 5, I would look at numbers 13 through 15, the video on that. And then for number 6, I would suggest taking a look at number 24 through 28. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Remind, email me, call the school, whatever you feel like you need to do. And I'll be happy to help you out with any of this. I do need this completed study guide returned on Friday. I am going to go over some of it with them on Thursday based on how much they have done at that point. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to look back through these videos or contact me directly through Remind or email. Thank you guys for everything you do for your kids. I'm hoping that this will be successful. And let me know if you need anything from me. Have a good day.